So this is the good old Samsung Galaxy S8. The Samsung Galaxy S8 was the greatest smartphone of Samsung in 2017, which is almost 7 years ago. But in this video, we'll be answering the question, is the Samsung Galaxy S8 still worth it in 2024? And with that being said, let's begin. This smartphone is a 5.8-inch smartphone, which is great for small-handed people. The back of the Samsung Galaxy S8 is made of Corning Gorilla Glass, where we have the fingerprint sensor placed very close to the camera, and lastly the flashlight and the heart rate sensor. We have just the power button at the right hand side, and at the left hand side we do have the volume rocker keys and the big speed button. And at the bottom we have a mono speaker, a microphone, a Type-C port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now moving over to the top, we have another microphone and a hybrid SIM tray. A hybrid SIM tray can hold either a second SIM card or a micro SD card for memory expansion. The Samsung Galaxy S8 is a 5.8-inch OLED display, which is quite vibrant even at today's standards, and it's also a super high resolution display. I mean, we're talking 2960 by 1440. Honestly, all these specs gives you a very great media experience, either you're playing games, watching movies from your gallery, or even from YouTube or on any other social media platforms you can think about. But the only con I have about this display is what we call screen burning. If you're buying this smartphone in 2024 or even later, you might want to consider that as well. You might also want to ask what screen burning is. It's actually a term for permanent discoloration on displays or screens. It's often caused by a screen placed under direct sunlight for an extended period of time, or when a smartphone is overheating. Yeah, it might burn that particular page on your display. The Samsung Galaxy S8 is powered by the Snapdragon 835 processor and the Adreno 540 GPU. It has 4GB of RAM and also 64GB of ROM, with an option to add a micro SD card of up to 256GB. Not to forget the 3000 mAh battery, which would not last the whole day, probably 4 to 5 hours of continuous usage, which still depends on your usage. I mean, what you're doing on this smartphone. The Samsung Galaxy S8 was originally released with Android 7.0 but currently running on Android 9 Pie, coupled with One UI version 1.0. The main camera is a 12 megapixels 1.7 aperture sensor, dual megapixels autofocus, and it also has optical image stabilization. And the main camera actually shoots videos at 4K max. Talking about the selfie camera, it has an 8 megapixels shooter, which also shoots videos at 2K max. And here are some footages taken by the Samsung Galaxy S8. Alright guys, so this is the front facing camera of the Samsung Galaxy S8. What do you think about the front facing camera? Do let me know in the comment section. I think it's lacking on HDR, but what do you think about the camera? Do let me know. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, if you do enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all these good stuffs. Comment also, tell me what you think about this smartphone. Tell me which smartphone you would want me to review next. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you when you see me.